Hey, it's Matt, the Exennial Traveller, and today I'm in Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mostar is actually in the Herzergovina part of the country, which is the southern region in the country. Behind me is the old bridge of Mostar, which is probably what it's most famous for. In fact, Mostar comes from the word most, which means bridge. Today I'm going to show you some interesting things to do with a day in Mostar beyond the bridge, but we'll get to the bridge as well. So come on, let's go. So first up, I've come all the way away from the tourists at the old bridge and the old town to a building behind me that's nicknamed Sniper Tower for its role in the recent Bosnian conflict.
The Croatian heavy artillery positioned on the surrounding hills is ceaselessly shelling the old Muslim quarter on the east side of town.
I'm gonna try and get in and explore, so wish me luck and let's go. Well, there's a door here, but of course as expected it's locked, so I'm gonna have to try and find another way in. So I've basically tried 3 sites so far, they're all no obvious way in, so I'm going around this back way, see if there's some way to get in without jumping this wall. So I basically managed to get in by hopping this wall behind me, which somebody had helpfully placed some bricks or rubble. There's rubble inside, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Actually, it's fairly clean, so possibly someone's cleaned this up recently. So as you can see, these stairs have no railings or sides, but they're fairly wide stairs, so as long as I look carefully and don't, get distracted by staring at my camera, I should be alright not falling 5 floors. I'm already pretty much higher than rooftops of these apartment buildings. It was a little bit surreal, not even at the top yet. Surreal because you can look into the people's kitchens. It's Sunday, a lady whose kitchen is beside these stairs is making wreak, and yeah, not sure how many more floors I have to go, but already the view is pretty high up. And there's also these, I think there must have been like elevator shafts which are completely exposed. I don't feel a need to go close to inspect. So I'm gonna just carry up these very wide stairs. So I'm on top of the building, Sniper Tower. Honestly, it felt fairly safe. Just got to watch out for some holes in the floor. They're fairly obvious, so just stick to the stairs and should be okay. There's another ladder behind me, so I guess maybe I'm not right at the top of the building, so I guess I should climb. So an interesting juxtaposition from here in Sniper Tower, which has been left kind of dilapidated, I don't know intentionally or not. Just across the road there's a very sort of neat looking, fresh looking yellow building, which is actually a gymnasium that was started up in the Austro-Hungarian times. On the way to Sniper Tower here, I did bump into a couple of students of the school, and yeah, I'll let them tell you a bit more about their school.
First of all, I'm Miriam from Iraq. I'm studying in this orange building. It's called United World College in Mostar. We study IB, had there are a lot of people from 80 countries here. We're sharing the building also with another school, and she was in that school.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I'm from Mostar. I'm from this town. I actually went to this school. It has both Bosnian and Croatian program, and I was a part of the Croatian program for 2 years, and then I transferred into UWC. It was a very fun experience, and luckily everyone in the school is accepting and aware of each other and each other's cultures, so there weren't any major incidents or something like that. It was really friendly and a great experience.
For United World College, we have a subject called Balkan Study, so
yeah.
We learn more about the city because we live here for 2 years, and it's more especially in the cities, it's more about diversity, because we all came from different backgrounds, Middle Eastern backgrounds, totally different from the US, whatever. So yeah.
And do you think having a college like this where, you know, the syllabus is both Bosniak and Croatian,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Does that sort of bring people together, do you think?
Yes, like the thing that happens in the school is pretty big for the town, and United World College being a part of the town is even more special because, you know, United World College is all about diversity, and Mostar itself is very diverse, so it kind of goes together and it helps bring people together as well.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So the roof was really cool, but I've come back down one floor and I just wanted to kind of stay here for a little bit, because imagine like a floor like this with, you know, like a big open view would be where the snipers, which is where Sniper Tower got its name, will be camped out. And from here you can kind of see wide-ranging view. There's a playground over there. That's the gymnasium school I pointed out earlier. Loads of people's blocks, and yeah, snipers would just fire down, wage some terror, and yeah, just terrorize the people, murder innocent people.
There are no safe places in East Mostar. You can be killed or maimed at any time on any street corner. Until you see it happening, it's hard to realize how quickly lives can be destroyed.
It's really hard to imagine. I can't really put myself in those times, but looking around, you still see sort of all the remnants of the conflict, the war, and I think maybe even worse when you think about all the stuff that's happening around in the world today, in various places. You can see how quickly that two different sides can suddenly be created. People who used to live together for centuries sometimes, family members, can be sparked to turn on each other. So I hope humanity learns some lessons eventually, but history does seem to be repeating itself all the time. Next destination's probably even more random. Tucked away, it looks like residential road. It's the Partisan Cemetery in Mostar. Well, I followed the way Google Maps told me to come, and I think it's not the official way because I seem to have ended up right at the top. So I managed to hop down this wall behind me, but it's a little bit high and probably wouldn't recommend following those particular Google Maps directions. This is cool though. So the cemetery here is to commemorate the partisan forces of ex-Yugoslavia who were fighting against the Axis forces who invaded and occupied Yugoslavia. The interesting about these tombstones is, well, there's 630 of them apparently, and 560 are for named people, whereas the other 70 are representative. And the most interesting thing I think about these tombstones is there are absolutely no religious symbols on them whatsoever. The partisan resistance forces did come from various ethnicities in Yugoslavia, so they had Croats, Bosniaks, Jews, Serbs, but the idea was that they're united as one people and beyond religion, which I think is a really, really nice idea that we should maybe adopt more of in today's world. Another interesting feature here in this monument is the cosmological sundial behind me. The designer of this monument was a Serbian designer who's quite famous, called Bogdan Bogdanovic. His idea for the monuments was not just to have a monument, but sort of a full necropolis, which I think standing here at the top you can really see, you know, looking out across a city of dead, but also across the whole city. So that was the Sniper Tower and the Partisan Cemetery, which I think are two cool, rather unusual things to do in Mostar. Much better than the bridge. I did say, however, at the start that we would be coming back to the bridge, and here it is. Well, this isn't the old bridge of Mostar. In fact, this is the older bridge of Mostar, officially the Crooked Bridge. But the story is that the architect actually built this one as a test bridge before he built the old bridge, which everybody comes to see. It was also destroyed in the war, so it also had to be rebuilt by UNESCO. But let's go now to the big old bridge that everyone comes to Mostar to see and photograph. It is now, of course, evening time, and I've come to this little beach below the bridge, which is much nicer in the evening, a little bit calm, much less tourists, my kind of style. There is one good reason, however, to come during peak hours, which is to try and see jumpers diving off the bridge. The crazy people, definitely not me. But my friend Nate from Slovenia did do this jump last week. He definitely gets in the Hall of Fame of crazy. I'm going to leave you here in Mostar. I've got more Bosnian adventures coming up, so do remember, if you're not already subscribed, do subscribe to my channel for more adventures in unusual places. In the meantime, do give the video a like and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and I will see you in the next video.